Putting those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game he has shared with his team this week that this is crucial for conference positioning in the SEC. On the road, they have got to be the best version of themselves. And what he's talked about is making sure they are over-communicating at the line of scrimmage. This home crowd makes it so tough on opponents. It's loud, it's hectic down here. And he said, I want our quarterback to run this show with calm and composure. We'll see if he's able to do that here in the first quarter. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, the middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. On the return. He gets a block. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Russell from the gun on third down. Finds his target. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Again, it's Russell. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to Caden Durham. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, by the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Big guy smells it. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. From the gun. Rushes on. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it with Caden Durham. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And how about this defense? 2 great plays in a row, defending the pass, now stuffing the run, Palmer.
Yeah, and it just looks like they're going to make the offense earn it, right? They know at this point, if you're going to score a touchdown, it's not going to come easy. So someone here, if you're going to throw it now on third down, is going to have to make a contested catch.
Driving for the goal line, loose football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
They go play action with Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Now here's Russell. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to throw, it's Levin. Still looking to his right. He's going to take off. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The give to Caden Durham. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. When you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Just got rid of that one.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Might as well run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Short pass.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On play action. Buying a little time to his left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Left side is Green. Turning it on. Pass the 10. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. Down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Keelan Russell. Oh, pressure's coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Now here's Russell. Rush right in his face. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Russell unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield very late in the half. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air. It's Levitt. Look out. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's Western Michigan able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Trying to establish the run. Breaks into the open. He's past the marker. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Inside the 15. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The give to Caden Durham. He's got enough. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's changing the play. Dropping back, it's Levin. They're all over him. Fires quickly. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just gets rid of that one.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Keelan Russell rushes on. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Oh, he's got some space. And he's out of bounds right at the 15.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. It's Durham. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Here comes the heat. He wants it all. And that one's way too far for everybody.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Russell can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. And I know that having played here before, you do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence, to know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. On the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Durham. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Off play action on first down. Left side, a screen. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Lets it fly. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Here's a give to Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the number 1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Throwing Russell. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Under pressure. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Keelan Russell. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Third and long coming up. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It was billed as a clash of heavyweights, but only one answered the challenge in this one. And now, it's not just that they lost the game. They're going to have to answer for the way they lost the game.
It's one thing to lose to a really good team. It's another thing to get blown out. And I hope the squad keeps together. I hope the leaders in the locker room stay together. They realize this is one bad day. This is not who we are. This is a really good football team. But we got some stuff we got to fix because we got to play this team possibly again and teams that are built like them if we want to win a national championship.